Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday, September 28th. There was a whole bunch of games yesterday on Tuesday. Checked out a couple myself. I'm going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about the John Tavares injury. Let's get into it. Toronto Maple Leafs captain John Tavares is injured. He sustained a oblique injury, and for Toronto, boy, that hurts. The good news in this whole situation, I guess, is that it's not a season-ending injury. He should be able to recover somewhat quickly. They're expecting him to miss up to 3 weeks. It could be longer, but he's going to be out at least 4 games. So, in terms of the Leafs, not a good way to start the season, missing out on your captain, but hopefully he can get back in the lineup and get going for them as quickly as possible. He was a second line center, and he was 4th on the Leafs roster last year, the 21-22 season, in terms of production, goals. 27 goals, 76 points. So, we all know John Tavares is a great NHLer, great player, great center, big part of that team. And of course, having him out of the lineup is never a good thing for them, but I'm sure they'll be fine. The Leafs have a really good lineup and good roster. They'll be able to, find somebody to fill in for him. And I think the plans are to have that Kaye Yarncroke. Hope I said that right. But I have a feeling that will be his replacement on that second line center position, at least until John can get back in the lineup. So moving forward from there, the Maple Leafs should be okay. I'm not too worried about it. But let's get to the next thing. I wanted to talk a little bit. Really, I wanted to get right into some of the scores that we had yesterday afternoon and last night. I was able to watch a few games. But real quick, just wanted to talk about the fact that the number 2 draft pick in this last year's draft, 22 draft, for the Devils, Simon Nemec, he actually debuted for the Devils, and he didn't score any points or anything like that, but the Devils got a 4-1 win over the New York Islanders, so, that was good. Some other scores, there was a lot of games yesterday, some other scores: Detroit 6, Pittsburgh 2, Buffalo 2, Philadelphia 1. Carolina put up 5 goals on Tampa Bay, 5-1. And let's see, Boston beat the New York Rangers 3-2 in overtime. That was a good game. The Blues beat the Hawks, the Chicago Blackhawks, 4-1. The Wild beat the Avs 5-2. The Wild are off to a really good start in this preseason. So they're going to be a good team to watch, I think, moving forward here this season. So good things that happened in Minnesota. Seattle, they won again, 3-0 last night against the Flames. 3-0. I mean, go Seattle. They're off to a great start, which I talked about it in a previous video. I really like Seattle. Some of the additions they made to their roster are going to benefit them big time. So they're going to have a huge jump in point production, goal production, you name it. They're going to move up in the standings for sure this year compared to last year. So they're going to be fun to watch. And the Ducks obviously play Seattle game 1 at Honda Center. It's against Seattle, so to start the season. So one more game. Obviously, my Ducks played last night as well. They were up at the Shark Tank in San Jose, and they lost 5-4. It was actually a pretty good game. I watched it. A lot of scoring, 5-4. Obviously, a lot of goals put in, and it was fun to watch. The Shark Tank, surprisingly, I mean, for preseason, I know it's not a big deal, but just in watching the game and seeing the attendance, I was pretty disappointed. I remember going to Ducks games in Southern California. I went to preseason games as well, just because it's fun. They were cheaper tickets. It's fun. You go and enjoy a hockey game. And there were a heck of a lot more people there than there were what I saw on TV last night. So kind of disappointing to see so little people there to watch the game. But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm sure they'll be selling it out almost every night up there once the regular season begins. But 5-4, Sharks beat the Ducks 5-4. So there's your scores wrap up there. Listen, this one isn't much. There's not a whole lot I wanted to really touch on today except what we just talked about, the John Tavares injury, and give you an update on some preseason scores. Let's just go Ducks, go hockey. Let's do this. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I want to hear your comments. Anything you want to talk to me about, please leave those comments below as well. Or you can visit my email, and you can email me at duckshockeyandmore@gmail. So duckshockeyandmore@gmail, or leave some comments below. Let's keep the channel going, grow it, make it big. Let's do this.